Today on Uncommonly Good MTG, we're playing a mono red deck that is not prowess. Oh my god, no mice in the single deck. No slick shot or little cleric dude that prowess is up for the last 3 years. None of it. Is the deck good? In my test play, this deck totally rocked. If this sounds interesting to you, then stay tuned to find out more. Hello and welcome to Uncommonly Good MTG. I am your host, and this episode will be performed entirely by sock puppets. Dr. Yukon Socket. Yes, thank you. Known for a live studio audience. Thank you so much. Yukon Socket. Word to your mama. So I'm broadcasting to you today from my secret underground headquarters, and I'm bringing to you a deck I found over on Magic GG out the Platinum Mythic list. Yeah, I tooled around through a bunch of decks on that list today, and this is like the fourth or the fifth one I looked at. All the rest of them sucked. I don't know how they made it onto the Platinum Mythic list. Maybe people just played other better decks to get out there and then just played these other pieces of crap out there. Anyways, I got to this deck. Finally, I found something that felt Platinum Mythic to me. This is it right here. These things don't have titles, so I ended up having to name it myself. What I call it? Big Red. Big Red. Now, why we call it Big Red? Because it's not Little Red, right? There's no little tiny prowessy guys. Nothing in here cost 1 to put out. We got no flying prowess guys coming on, but it does have Needlehead, Piggy Bank, Urabrask. Yeah, lots of good stuff. It's not no dragons or anything going on. Maybe it's more like middle red. Maybe that's a good way to do it. Like, it's not big red control, but it's like middle red control. That might be good. But anyways, I just called it Big Red. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the cards that are in this deck. We're going to talk a little bit how it should work, and then we're going to go out and we're going to crush some hopes and dreams. What do we got here today? We've got 2 points of damage, potentially 3. 3 points of damage to anybody's face you want to go after. When this guy dies, you get a treasure token. Every time your opponent draws a card, they lose 1 point of damage. You do 5 points of damage to any creature. Whenever this is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to a target. And if you deal it to a player, they can't gain life anymore, ever. For the rest of the game and forever. No, just the rest of the game. Urabrask puts out a forgeling that gets bigger by 1 every single turn. Dies at the end of your turn. But the dude's got trample and haste. So unless they got first strike, you've got a free way to just roll over whoever they put in front of it as it gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Enduring Courage makes all of your guys that come into play have +2/+0 in haste. The more of them you have out, the more +2/+0s they have. If this thing dies, then it just becomes an enchantment that does the exact same thing. So it's just not a 3/3 dog anymore. Geological Appraiser comes out and discovers for 3, meaning that you go through your deck until you find some non-land permanent that is a permanent non-land card with a mana value of 3 or less. That's everything from here over, and you could choose to put that in your hand or just play it. Let's see. Overlord, you can pay 4 to put it out, and it does 4 points of damage to any target, like a player's face. Or you can pay 6 just to put it out as is, and still do 4 points of damage to anybody's target. This guy puts out fish, potentially can give you a treasure token if you feel like paying for it big time. And lastly, sacrifice a token to draw a card. So it's got a lot of utility in it. Everybody's playing with this card now. It seems to be the new card that everybody's playing with. All right, so what do we do with this deck? We're going to control the board as much as we can with our direct red damage and get out dudes. Everyone's kind of got a good utility and a thing to it other than Piggy Bank. But if he gets killed, it puts out a treasure token, which helps you rocket into the other cards that are up here. Nothing is very expensive. Pretty much you just got to get to 4 mana, and all of these cards up here can be played. And this guy just comes out after, 4 or 5 turns, and then he comes out as a 5/5. I don't care. I like him just for his direct damage, really. All right, so that's it. That's what we're going to do. It's just red. It's just mid-range, and we totally smoke people with it. That sounds good, and let's get to it. But before we do, let's do as we do every night. Let's say our prayers and talk about what is best in life. Hands together. Dear Black Queen Shouldered, who dwells within the dark chambers of my heart, please hear my prayers and grant your blessings as we attempt to crush our enemies, see them driven before us, and to hear lamentations of the women. We're playing against ZenNomad. ZenNomad. You guys like Chai King Queen? No, Chai Queen King. That's his name. Something like that. Just rolling around looking for his father. Alright, Needlehead. Hope I can pick up a third mana because Urabrask Forge needs to come out on time. Nope, did not get it. We'll get a treasure token if that guy dies. You're a jerk. Trick or treat. Mana. Alright, with their powers combined, we do 4 points of damage. Alright, so still, if I get another one, we could drop the boiler, the Overlord at some point. Cool, let's put this guy out. 5 points of damage. And another one for drawing a card. So suck it, suckerfish. We could do 3 damage to somebody's face. I would rack him down to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got more than enough to kill him. Well, that didn't happen so well, now did it? It's down to 5. I can only do 3 to the face, so let's just hold off. Might as well wait until I get another dude through. You want to pop your little baby, I'll be happy to shoot it. Yikes. You an instant? You are a sorcery. Alright, is this where I win? This is where I win, because it looks a lot like that. Taco Bell! Victory! We're playing against Laturo. Laturo 0. 1, 2. Alright, I'll take it. I think I can pull out a 3rd and a 4th mana. And if I can't, then this deck is going to suck. Alright, that'll be fun. There's number 3. He's drawn his cards. He's taking his damage. Between him and me, he's losing 2 points a turn. Do some screaming and grind him down a little bit. He's down to 11. I can shoot for 6. I'll put out another 3 with haste on the next turn. Alright, he's going for that. That's what your deal is, huh? Hey, Knigget. Ooh, okay, Geological Appraiser. I like to get the value. Beautiful. All right, it's an easy block on your part. I don't think this is looking good for you. I got 6. I can just kill you next turn. I can just shoot you with 2 lightning bolts. I got all the mana I need. As long as you don't gain life, this game is over. Wish this interface was a little bit more active. I'd like to do things like play with that. All right, what is your deal there, man? Are you still just at 6? Just take it in. I'll hover over here. What's he gonna do? I know, I would be so disappointed if this was me. Boom, boom, goes the room. Victory! Rank up! Alright, we're playing against Tomsgilbert. Tomsgilbert. You see that people can be named just Toms. Get it before the whistle. Yeah! In your face, Diamond Joe. Alright, where are we at? We got a Piggy Bank. Let's go bank some piggy. Alright, Lightning Strike. Torch the tower. I just want to see if he's willing to sacrifice it. Nope, he had value for it, so he just needed to kill it straight out. So I didn't have a... I don't want to bargain. I didn't have anything to bargain for it, so we only do 2 with that thing. Was that his 3rd mana? Nope, he's got a whole nother one right there. I could shoot that guy. Let's do it. Alright, 2 of the guys are down. Hopefully that's completely crippled the backbone of his game there. Alright, Kerr. I love it. The value of these enduring guys are fantastic. That is not quite so fantastic. What are we going to do? Let's just pop this thing up. Next turn. Problem is we got to live longer than... See, that thing can only do... when it comes out, I better be under 18. That's the deal. Points of damage. Otherwise, he can't do enough damage to get me. And I'm at 20, so that's good for me. I just got to keep him from doing damage to me. Alright, there's the 18. He still is only at 5. Scream! He's down to 2. All I could do is win the game at this point. That's not cool. Alright, whatever, man. Let's go win it. You can do it, deck. Here we go. And we win! Suck it, Tomsgilbert. Victory! I'm playing against Kaerusenpai. Keep We got 3 mana. We got Urabrask Forge. That's all I care about. Okay, let's see. We can torch the tower a little bit. We got some 4s. You better not counter anything. I'll be space pissed. Yeah, we're playing there. Okay. Let's screw over. You want to draw cards. This guy, you're not going to like him. Urabrask Forge. Now we just got to get our next mana. That's just 1 point a turn. That's all. 1 point. And now I got to deal with stupid Liliana like a sucker. Hasty Screamers. Alright, so this creature or planeswalker, I can't shoot anybody in the face with it. Don't be bringing things back from the dead. Alright, let's see what our boy can do here. Nice 5-shot. Perfect. Alright, I'm cool. Have a good time. You want to double up? That's fine. Ooh, that is bad for you, except for you don't look like you're a life gainer anyway. Alright, got him at 7. We're going to have more than lethal on the next turn. I can throw out another Screaming Nemesis. Our Appraiser over here blowing smoke rings. Alright, 1 down. You had to take 3 life for that shot. He's got 3 mana left. This guy's still just ticking on his clock. Tick, 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 tick. Ooh, he wants it back. Nice. I never thought about using that particular combo. All right, let's do this. 1, 2, kill. No, 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 no. 1, 2, kill that and blow that guy away. Screaming Nemesis, another hasty guy, and a 3rd. And in we go. Your choice. That's the right choice. Victory! Alright, we're playing against Powerforged. What do we got here? That's a good way to go. Ooh, I like your fish. We got to grow. Next turn, we'll squeeze something out. Let's go. Scream, scream, scream. Yeah. Looks like this guy... Oh, I was going to say he's going to want to do some sort of exiling on that guy. Four, huh? Let's Geological Appraise. I like the fact that we get some value here. Ooh, that's exactly what I want to grab. Nicely done, Appraiser. All right, got a couple of tricks. We got 4 mana. We could throw this down to take out something. Like that guy. All right, he's going for the pump. He gets to do the discover. Just another dude. These guys doing prowess or something? All right, I guess gotta wait till they're done. I can see where they're at. I don't think he's gonna be able to protect it, is he? That's 12. The question is, you can be able to pump it up to 18? Yikes. That's it. That's 18. Well, that sucked. Alright, playing against Arkebeliz. 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 That's probably it. 1, 2. Everything we can play for 2. This guy's a 4. We're cool. I think it's weird that this guy qualifies as human. All right, let's just go ahead with these guys out. If they're gonna die, they're gonna die. That sucks that Turd in the Hand is good enough to kill him. There's another one. There you go, suck it. 1 point of damage. Hey, I just pick up another turd in his hand. Well, I'm glad I'm putting out plenty of targets for those. Alright, 4. Let's get ourselves out in the Enduring Courage. I love those guys. I like the fact that they become enchantments after they die. Cool. Geologically appraised. That is a lot. What did I just pump out there? Like 12 points of damage? 13 now? Sweet. Yeah, that's the guy to kill. And we win! Sucker Sucker Fish. So you only had 1 mana. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm playing against Broken Flame. I played against Broken Flame yesterday. Remember I made the same joke. Deep. Alright. What are you dropping there, Mr. No Sleeve? All lower cases, no pets. This guy's broke. Squeal! All right, let's get this party started. Double in. That's 6 points, down to 14. He's killing himself. I hope we can pick up another mana on this next turn. What are you doing there, Jeskai? There we go. Yeah, sure. Three to the face. Guess who's not defending? You. Unless you flash somebody out. You just smite it, huh? You never gaining life again. So lifelink will not account for you at all. Still can't block with those guys. You're down to 3. That's not going to help you. Just do it to any target. I can just drop that dude. Like a load of bricks. And we win. And we win! Touchdown, Lava Bears! Alright, so we are playing Big Red from, what was it? The Platinum Mythic list over on Untapped GG. Or no, Magic.gg. Good game. Yeah, it was a fantastic deck. Fantastic. It was funny. This is probably like the 4th deck I played off that list, and every other deck sucked. Sucked hard. You think that they've gotten off the list that they're going to be good decks. And I found a lot of the decks over there are not great. And it could just be that it's not that the deck is good as much as it needs to be good for you. And those other decks weren't for me. There's 2 Dimir decks and something else. I don't remember. Maybe it was mono black or whatever. Skeletons with discard. That's what it was. I love the idea of skeletons with discard, but everything was just outclassing it tonight. Lo and behold, I got down to this one, and of course, it had Urabrask's Forge in it, so I had to play it. You know what? This deck was just so good. My win rate on this thing is just ginormous. Ginormous. So, yeah, fantastic deck. Really, really good. It was a nice aggro deck. It kept at it from the start. It gave you a lot of tricks to play with. Value from all your creatures. It was just really good. All right, so let's get down to it. Who is the MVP? Who's the most valuable player? That is a hard one to call right now. I'd have to say it's Enduring Courage. Enduring Courage is the most valuable player. Who guessed called it, man? Yeah, Enduring Courage is a fantastic card. And the reason why is because every time you get a guy out brand new, he gets haste and +2/+0. Every single creature after this guy comes out. And if he gets killed, guess what? He becomes an enchantment that does the exact same thing. So you get multiple of those things out, +2/+0 to all of those dudes on the turn that came into play. Yeah, and then Urabrask Forge makes use of it every single turn. You don't need it for the haste, because they have their own haste, but they do all totally appreciate the +2/+0 as much as possible. So for this deck, yeah, this guy is the MVP. He is the one that ranks it up to the next level, and you can have multiple amounts, which is fantastic. I just wish I could discover into an Enduring Courage. The best thing that happened today is I discovered into an Urabrask Forge. That was like my dream gig right there. I loved it. Perfect. All right, so once again, Enduring Courage, you are the MVP. You are going to Disneyland. All right, let's talk about win rate. I played it in casual. I had a 78% win rate, so that's, 3 out of every 4 games. When I played it in ranked, I got 100%. Now I played it over there twice, so who knows? I'm sure there are decks that could beat it, but it did very well. Just by the time I got down with two decks over on the ranked area, I was just done. I played the deck enough. It was doing a fantastic job, and we had enough video to show. So, yeah, between 100% and 70, what did I say, like 8%? Yeah, this deck was totally competitive, well worth playing if you're looking for a deck that's going to win. Was this deck fun? It's weird that what this has really become is this deck aggro? Yeah, look at that. It's like you're making like a little gun thing with your hand, and you're just holding up number 1 there. Not quite the middle finger, but still, that's good aggro stuff right there. The only thing we're doing for the 1-drop is Torch the Tower. I'm not super impressed with Torch the Tower. I was taken out of decks yesterday. And with this deck, it seemed to do okay. It seemed to be fine. There's enough other things going on between the Lightning Strike and the, what was the one that did? Oh, yeah, the Scorching Shot. And then, of course, Overlord of the Boilerbilges. That I think we did fine. I think we had enough areas to drop. 1. So that's actually 2, 3, 5, 4. We're just dropping damage like a crazy man. Yeah, it was a fun deck. It had a good amount of red control, and the creatures came out usually pretty fast or doing damage in their own way. The only guy that was weird was Piggy Bank, but then again, he gives you a token if he dies. A lot of times you just want that extra token so you can get out your stronger stuff there. If I had to replace one card, it would probably be Piggy Bank. There might be something better you could do for 2. But he's a new card. He's got cool art. Might as well keep him. All right, let's see. Was this deck interesting? Absolutely. Why was it interesting? Because it was mono red and it was not mono red prowess. It was not mono red prowess. That's what was so interesting about it. I didn't see a single prowess guy in here. And we had Urabrask Forge, and we had the Needlehead. We had Discover. We had Enduring Courage. Yeah, all of that was fantastic. I just saw all these great cards that I like to play with, and wrapped up with some other cards, which I have great respect for it as well. So I think this is an interesting one just because I've never seen it before, and it allows us to play mono red without playing essentially mono red prowess aggro. That was a little rough. Yeah, this one really isn't as aggro as mono red can be, but it was big red, where we're pulling it in the 2-3 slots rather than the 1-2 slots with a bunch of pump spells. It was good. It was simple. It was very relaxing to play. All right, so let's add this up. Was this deck competitive? Yes. Was this deck fun? Totes. Was this deck interesting? By the hammer of Grabthar, it was. All right, so that makes this into an A+ deck. And as I'm required by federal law to say, this deck is so choice, I would highly recommend you pick one up, should you have the means. That is all for now. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. From all of us here in the secret underground headquarters of Uncommonly Good MTG, have a great day. In the words of my people, shine on, you crazy diamonds. Later.